There is a super easy digital product that you can get started making in just a few days. In fact, over the weekend. Actually, it made one of our creators in our community, Molly Kaiser, $11,486 in 1 week. No fancy tools, no team, and no tech headaches. And in fact, you can create this over the span of a weekend. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do it too, even if you're starting completely from scratch. So if you want a simple, scalable, and profitable online income stream, stick with me because I'm going to give you my entire blueprint. Most side hustles are going to require time, energy, inventory, and especially a learning curve, but not this one. Digital products are assets that you can sell over and over again. They don't need shipping, they don't need storage, and they don't even need customer service if you set them up right. So let's talk about what types of digital products are out there and why they might be the best thing for you to go and pursue. First off, we have things like ebooks. These are pretty simple, maybe 15 to 30 pages. They are relatively lower ticket, but they are really fast to create. Next, we have workshops. This is going to be live or recorded trainings. Basically, think of it as a live event that somebody would pay to attend, but in this case, it's going to be digital or online. Things like courses, things that are going to teach people step by step how to achieve a specific transformation. What's great about courses is that they are evergreen, so a lot of times they can just continue to sell over time. Or memberships. And what's great about memberships is that they actually create this monthly reoccurring revenue. And they can also help build a really awesome community around whatever type of product you're trying to sell. Now you might be thinking, okay, these are great ideas and all, but which one is the easiest? Which one should I sell? Out of all of these options, I think that the easiest option to get started with is a short and simple ebook. They are simple, fast to create, and don't need a ton of production value put into it. Just pick a specific pain point, solve it, and you're good to go. But how do you actually get started? Well, we'll talk about that next. Before I get into that, if you want to learn our entire process, including things like creating copy, scripts, Canva templates, and other done-for-you tools, make sure you check out our new free training linked in the description box. All right, so you might be thinking, okay, $11,000 per week sounds amazing, but can I actually do that with no audience? Well, don't worry, because we're going to talk about that next as far as how to actually build an audience to start making that kind of money. And the short answer is actually this platform right here, YouTube. Now, I know YouTube might feel a little bit overwhelming. You might think, I don't really want to, talk to a camera. I don't even have a fancy camera. I don't even know what I would talk about. Well, let me just help you out a little bit. Creating a YouTube channel does not have to be a million steps. It does not have to be super complicated. All you really need to do is just grab your phone and start filming. Most of our iPhones these days have such high quality cameras that you do not need to go out and buy a fancy camera or microphone setup. All you need to do is position yourself in some good lighting and start talking about a niche that you are passionate about. So this is going to relate back to your digital product because you're going to want to create YouTube videos around whatever type of digital product that you're going to be selling. For example, if your digital product is going to be, let's say, workout guides, maybe you make a YouTube channel educating people on how to create better workouts for themselves, how to eat better. Make sure your YouTube channel is going to be answering a question similar to whatever your digital product solves. So again, the YouTube channel with the workout guides is going to be solving that type of question: how to work out better, how to have more efficient workouts, how to lose weight quicker without spending more time at the gym. Then you're going to use your YouTube community to start building credibility. But the question is, okay, I've started to build a YouTube channel. How do I actually turn my viewers, my subscribers into people that are willing to pay for a digital product? Well, make sure you stick around because that's actually what I'm going to dive into next. Remember that YouTube is a search engine that is going to continue to build traffic over time. Each video you post is an asset that is going to help you drive leads and build sales passively over months or even years. So stick around because again, next I'm going to talk about how to actually build this funnel that will generate you passive income. All right, so you've gone ahead and created your YouTube channel within a niche that is relevant to your digital product, but you might be thinking, okay, well, now what? So here's exactly what you're going to do. Within each YouTube video, you are going to have a free product. It could be something downloadable, something like a checklist. Maybe for the workout example, it is a mini guide for abs or something like that. You are going to use this downloadable free product to start building your email list. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, why an email list? Is that really necessary? But what's great about an email list is that you actually own that group of contacts. you own those emails. Because of that, you're not relying on anybody else's platform. You completely control it. So there's no algorithm influencing it, or if, let's say, an account got shut down, that would not affect you. And what's great about an email list is it's forever scalable. You can always continue adding emails to your list and continuing to send out email flows. And most importantly is that it's reliable, because it really helps you build a system that works without you burning out. So here's what your flow is going to look like. You're going to have your YouTube video that is going to flow into your free product, which is going to send somebody to your email list. Then once they're in the email list, you're actually going to have an email flow set up from there, which stick around because we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. And then finally, within that email flow, you're going to have your product offer. Even with a smaller channel, you could have a video just, gain a little bit of momentum, get 1,000 views. And from those 1,000 views, you could get hundreds of email subscribers. In fact, one of the creators from our main channel, Molly Kaiser, grew from 1,700 subscribers to over 100,000 subscribers now on her YouTube channel. And again, using this method brings in over $40,000 per month, again, mostly from her email list. So just remember that building an email list gives you control over your audience and is way more effective than directly selling to people. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is great and all, but what should my digital product actually be about? How do I actually decide what to create and know that it's going to sell? Well, just hang on for 1 second because we're going to talk about that next. So by now, you know the easiest digital product to start with is ebooks, and you know how to start building an audience to actually sell it. But the question becomes, how do you pick a winning product that is actually going to sell? So first off, I recommend starting by picking a specific problem. And what you're going to want to do is, with this problem, solve it and come up with a very clear result as to how you're solving this problem. Remember not to overthink it. You don't need to be a guru. You don't need to be an expert in the field. You just need to help somebody get from point A to point B. In fact, you could even think about a problem that you solved in your own life. How did you solve it? And that could be a really great starting point for you. Remember to keep it simple and specific. For example, a 10 to 13 page ebook that solves a super specific problem. Molly's very first ebook made over $500,000 and it was like 13 pages. So it really does not have to be that complicated. Here's an example of something you could try. If you lost significant weight after having 3 babies, maybe you could create an ebook that helps other moms do the same. The key is creating a minimum viable product that you could create in the span of 1 weekend. And most importantly, here's how we're actually going to validate the idea before we spend hours and hours working on this ebook. The trick is to do a pre-sale. So what this means is you're actually going to put up a checkout page and tell your customer, your email list, that the digital product or ebook in this scenario will be delivered on X date and time, let's say 3 weeks from now. You'll also want to share what exactly this ebook is going to deliver on and how it's going to help them. Then you can actually test out if this product idea is going to sell. And if it does start to sell, then you have however many weeks you gave yourself, let's say 3 weeks, to actually create and deliver the product. And on the other hand, if the product idea doesn't actually create any pre-sales, then you know that this product idea is not actually going to sell. And then therefore you didn't actually waste any of your precious time spending creating the product. By following this step-by-step process, you'll actually eliminate a lot of upfront work and guesswork and know that the product that you're actually creating is going to sell. Instead of building it ahead of time and hoping that it sells, you're actually selling now and delivering something small but mighty. Always remember that done is better than perfect. And remember, if you want to learn our entire process, including Canva templates, copy scripts, and other done for you tools, make sure you check out our completely free training. It is linked down in the description box. So what actually happens when somebody joins your email list? That's where the magic and the freedom all happens. Because let's be honest, the goal is not to just make a few sales. The goal is to be making sales on autopilot while you're sipping margaritas or daiquiris or whatever it is that floats your boat down on the beaches of Mexico. Once your funnel is set up, your job becomes incredibly simple. You'll use YouTube to drive traffic to a freebie. That freebie grows your email list. And then from there, your automated emails actually do the heavy lifting. So this is where earlier I was talking about building an email sequence that then will have your product offer in it. So let's talk about how to actually set up that email flow that generates you sales on autopilot. So you're actually going to set up a 5-part email sequence. The first email is going to welcome the subscriber subscriber and share a little bit about your story and your proof, your evidence of whatever it is that you've done to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve. The second email is going to share a valuable tip. The third email is going to be sharing proof that your method actually works. The fourth email is going to introduce your product very briefly. And the fifth email is going to be a direct product pitch. It's really just that simple. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, what platform should I use that's going to allow me to do this? I strongly recommend using a platform like System.io because this platform also just makes it really, really simple and easy, and you do not have to be techie to get it set up. With this platform, you can actually run your email sequence, sell your product, and deliver it all in one place. And this is exactly how Molly Kaiser built a digital product business that makes over $11,000 per week. She batches her YouTube content 1 day per month, lets her email funnel run, and watches sales flow in on autopilot. You can even do things like repurpose your ebook into upsells, bundles, etc. as you get more experience down the line. And don't forget to create evergreen YouTube videos, basically videos that are going to continuously show up in search so that this funnel can continue to run for you while you go out and enjoy your life. So just remember to follow this simple system: YouTube, freebie, email list, funnel, sale, repeat. Set it up once and you can always tweak it as you go. This model doesn't just give you income, it gives you freedom, the kind where your business works even when you don't. Remember that done is better than perfect. You don't need a full brand or a 6-month launch plan. Just pick a topic, pre-sell a simple product idea, and start simple. So obviously I've shared how to start and create your first digital product and to make it fast. But if you're still a little bit stuck on what to create and want to discover the perfect profitable digital product for you, you can actually download our totally free profitable digital product bot. I will have that linked down in the description box as well. Now that you know how to create the easiest digital product for beginners, you might be wondering how you can create your first ebook fast, like within 24 hours. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts by watching this video next, because when you pair what you just learned in today's video with what's in that video, it is even more powerful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.